Okay, welcome back to our grade 10 maths lesson. I'm Miss Awinup, your maths teacher. In our last lesson, we rounded up our topic on linear functions. In today's lesson, we are going to look at simultaneous equations. Okay, we are trying to solve two equations at the same time. Okay, so there are three methods. All right, three methods of solving simultaneous equations. The first method is by using graphs. All right, using graphs. That's what we are going to do now. So, add two numbers. Let's say the first number, remember our variables x and y, those are the variables we will use to form our equations. Okay, the second number will be y. All right, so if I add these two numbers, I get a result of 9. If I subtract the same two numbers, I get a result of -1. Okay, so once we have two equations, remember if you are using graphs, you need to draw up a table of values. So that's what we are going to do for both our equations. We have the first equation, which is x plus y equal to 9. And very quickly, we will draw ourselves a table of values. We have x and y, and we'll start at 0, 1, 2, all the way up to 6. Okay. Oh, that's a bit untidy, but that's okay. It's still clear. All right. So, using our x values ranging from 0 to 6, we will substitute into the equation so that we can find the value of y. So, if x is 0, y is going to be 9. Okay, so let's write that down. If x is 1, you substitute it there and find that y is equal to 8. All right. If x is 2, substitute, you'll find that y will be equal to 7. Now you should see there's already a pattern going here. So we should know that this will be 6, 5, 4, and 3. Okay. Now you can do this slower and make sure that your answers are correct. Okay. Now let's look at equation number 2. We have x minus y equal to -1. And we are also going to draw a table of values for x and y. There we go. All right. Now, again, substitute your x values into the equation so that we find y. Here you will find that y is equal to 1, okay, when x is 0. And substituting +1 into the equation, y will be 2. Substituting +2 into the equation, y is 3. Okay, so again, there's a pattern here. You can double check, but you'll find that when x is 3, y is 4. When x is 4, y is 5. 6 for when x is 5, and when x is 6, y is 7. Now let's plot these points on a graph and we'll see where the solution lies. Okay, so we find x values are ranging from 0 to 6. So we're going to do this. All right, and the highest value of y is 9. Okay. Ooh, that's not looking too good. We will need to draw this accurately because we want to find the point of intersection. All right, so once we have our Cartesian plane, Okay, all x and y values here are positive, so we only have one section of the Cartesian plane. Now let's plot. When when x is 0, y is 9. So that's our first point up here. When x is 1, y is going to be 8. All right, there we go. When x is 2, y is 7. All right, 3, 6 is our next point. Okay, 3, 6. And we have 4, 5. 5, 4. And 6, 3. Okay, now you can already see that our graph is a straight line. Let's connect these points. All right, then we plot the next graph. We have 0, 1, our first coordinates, 0, 1. Then we have 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Then we have 4, 5. Okay, something funny happening here. We have 1 point on another line. Then we have 5, 6, which is up here, and 6, 7. All right, here we are. 6, 7. Okay, so our points are again in a straight line, so we connect these two. There we go. There we go. All right, so this is the equation x minus y equal to -1, and this is the equation x plus y equal to 9. All right, so notice that the two lines have crossed each other at this point. All right, they have intersected. Okay, so we call this the point of intersection. At this point, you have x and y are the same value. That is our solution. Okay, it is at this point that both equations have the same xy value. All right, so the point of intersection is the solution to a set of simultaneous equations when you are using graphs to solve. Okay, so your solution must be written out. Okay, so your solution here is x equal to 4 and y equal to 5. That's the solution to this set of simultaneous equations. Okay, so the second method is the elimination method. We are also going to do that. Let's see if our answers will be the same. All right, so elimination method. All right, so we'll use the same two equations, x plus y equal to 9 and x minus y equal to -1. So when you have variables that are both positive, we will subtract. All right, we subtract to combine the two equations. So if I subtract x and x, I will have 0, so I don't need to write x down. This is positive y minus negative y. Remember your rules for directed numbers, okay? You will add the opposite. So positive y plus positive y will give us 2y, okay? 9 minus -1, again, add the opposite, it becomes positive 10. All right, now see how easy that was, much more quicker. We have already removed the x variable and we are left with one equation, one equation with only one variable. Now it's easy to solve rather than one equation with two variables. Okay, so solve this. Y is equal to, take 2 across, 10 divided by 2. Okay, y is therefore equal to 5. All right. Now that's our y coordinate. We need to find x. So in order to find x, we will use one of the equations here, put in the value that we just found to find x. Okay, so x minus y is equal to negative 1. X minus 5 is equal to negative 1. Okay, take 5 across to this side. X is equal to negative 1 plus 5. And x is therefore equal to positive 4. Okay, now we have found a solution. Rather than drawing the graph, we used elimination, and this was much quicker. We've already identified the solution to this set of simultaneous equations. So our solution here, okay, is x equal to 4 and y equal to 5. Okay, as you can see, the answer or the solution is the same as the solution we got when we used the graphs. Okay, so substitution is our next method. We will see that in our next lesson. It will be a bit tricky, so we'll do that on its own. But I hope you have learned something in this lesson. Two methods of solving simultaneous equations by using the graph and elimination. Remember, the intersection is the solution to the simultaneous equations. Okay? I hope to see you in our next lesson. Thank you.